That
Oh,
would actually be sick if you did base all the events in the campaign off a song like Wonderwall.
that would be actually because then when you play it at the end, it'd be like, oh my
Mhm.
god.
Yeah. The entire plot was just laid out in Wonderwall the entire time.
Yeah, and like it would be even better if you used it as like the cheeky little end song, right?
Yeah.
Like, Brianna, did you base this whole campaign on Wonderwall?
No.
Distance save me.
Okay. So then I am going to go ahead and take over the DJ. Goodbye, Wonderwall.
Will you?
I will.
Okay.
So,
That's
it's fine, don't worry about it.
not happy, sleepy music.
What do you mean? You are awoken in the middle of the night. Do we have someone recording? Real quick?
I got you.
Okay. Good to continue?
Yeah, go Google.
Wonderful. The sound of heavy bangs against the door next door is heard, and you feel sick. Your vision is blurry, your muscles ache, your head is pounding, and yet despite all of this, Isaac, you are awake.
Oh yeah, so does it immediately remind him of like a sleep drug? Or is it a different kind of feel to it?
I would say yes, it does.
Okay. I'd say most of his thoughts are probably like cloudy and kind of swimming right now. But danger sense is going off. I can tell what direction the thumping is coming from.
Yes, you can tell it's next door.
And does it sound like door cracking or?
It sounds
Could
like
it-
someone's trying to, like, beat the door in.
Okay. So this comes with my other question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know that Tomo brought a gun?
You were talking to Nikki about that earlier. I believe she had said that he wouldn't have been, like, once it was known, he wouldn't have hidden it. What we can do, if you'd like, if we want to err on the side of caution, is I can have you roll for it.
Okay.
So we'll do 2 rolls here, just to give you double the chances. Go ahead and do a, let's do a dex, just to see if you were quick-eyed, I guess.
Yeah.
And
no,
then
I think at first
D6.
he's gonna try to shake Tomo awake and like very groggily, but like, just like he could wake up.
And
First one's a fail.
in doing so, you kind of try and shake Ren awake, and he is limp. You are able to tell at the very least he is breathing, but he is completely unresponsive.
Okay, I'll give it a second. Yep, they're both fails.
1d6, please.
2.
2. Okay, let me double check. Second, my thing's fighting me. Everything's buffering. Here we go. Okay. Then you do not have knowledge of where the gun currently is. I will say a little later, I will still allow you to make that roll again, but just at this very moment, you don't know where it is.
Yeah. I think he like kind of rocks him a little bit, sees he's not moving, and like checks to make sure he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of rapid firing things, so I think gun just completely slips him by.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna grab his guitar
Okay.
and like rush to the door, and then briefly double back and grab his near perfect stick too, just in case.
I forgot you had a near perfect stick.
Yeah. And yeah, he's just immediately gonna unlock and like he's pretty wobbly. I think he's using the wall to kind of brace himself through most of this, but it's gonna get out there.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy about this or just flinging the door open?
I don't think stealth's in his mind right now. I don't think he has the dex for that.
All right.
I could roll just to see if he somehow does it.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll a dex.
Nope.
Okay. Dang, 2 18s.
Yeah, these would be lovely rolls if we were doing any other system.
You fling the door open and immediately kind of get a sight of outside. There are 4 people, 2 of which you recognize. One in which you saw at the bar earlier, and one that you do not recognize, but immediately your eyes are drawn to what seems to be a raw, deep, scraping wound on her neck.
I don't know who this is.
You do not know who this is. And they are, when you first step out, they are focused on the door. However, it seems that as you fling it open and don't have stealth in the action, they turn towards you, and you can see in their hands are knives.
Okay, that's a lot of them. Are these doors that automatically lock when you shut them?
They are not.
He's got. So I assume he like had to turn the key on the inside, or like, is there like a thing you can flip on the inside?
Yeah, it's like a turn lock.
He's gonna chuck his key inside, turn lock, and shut this one so that they're locked in.
Oh, like you're locking it and then closing it?
No, as in like, yeah, I'm locking it, I'm throwing my own key in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm closing it.
Okay, so you're locking yourself out of the room, to clarify.
Yes.
Got it. You do so.
Fucking hell.
Isaac? You hear as Neil seems to take note of you.
Also, like, midnight, what the hell are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Staying at a fucking hotel. What are you doing?
His mouth opens and closes and opens again.
Also slamming on my kid's door.
The woman in front looks back at the others as Neil's watching you, and you see Billy behind her kind of does a half shrug with a shoulder, and she nods, and then just immediately starts walking towards you. Isaac, would you like to roll an initiative for me?
No. What do I roll?
No! It's, I believe, it is Dex to determine who goes first.
Come on, give me a good one. God dang.
Dang. Here, you want to roll again? Your dice are fucking with you.
They really are.
Okay. You go first before they do, then.
You know what?
So, there is a stranger walking towards you with a knife. I don't think you need to have any sort of special skill to tell that this is a more of a dangerous gate.
He's obviously gonna back up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he drops his lovely perfect stick. He's actually gonna pull out his high proof alcohol and the Molotov. And like threaten it with a lighter. He's like, "Oh, back the fuck off."
Ooh, okay. Do you want... Do you want me to roll for them, for their control, to see if they keep their cool, or would you like to roll a control to convince them?
Man, my dice kind of suck. So
It's up to you.
there's more of them. Would they roll together, or would they kind of be split?
For doing it in your favor, I could roll them separately.
Yeah, because if I can get them to like kind of argue amongst themselves, might be able to buy myself time.
Alright, I'll go ahead and roll for them separately then. Let's do... Okay. You threaten the like, do you have a lighter, like, towards it?
Yeah, he's holding the lighter towards it.
Okay. You threaten the lighter towards it, and she looks at you, and there isn't even a registration in her face. As dead eyes and ready makeup, she continues, and she's actually going to try and swipe that out of your hand. I'll go ahead and, since it's not a damage roll, I'll see if she can successfully hit. She does actually, in attempting to kind of smack the bottle out of your hand, she isn't able to quite hit it, as Isaac, you're able to pull away. As you do it, as she says, "You won't."
Imagine you want to do this fucking quietly. A burning building's gonna be a little against that, isn't it? Next I see you all are in that lovely little corner there with no windows. As I put weapons down. We just chat. We use our fucking words.
He locked the door. What? He locked the door. You hear from back here. Are you going to set the building on fire with your children inside?
I got someone who's awake in there. They'll take them out. They got windows, you don't.
Go ahead and roll a control for me, Isaac.
Okay. Nope.
The lie doesn't seem to work. The two back here return to hitting on the door. And let me go ahead and roll something quick.
I've been here several times, yes?
Yes.
Do I know where a fire extinguisher is?
I would give that to you, yeah. I would say that you would know that. I'll give you more view of the hallway here as well, since you're out there now. You know that this direction, let me point, which leads towards the stairs. This way. There's a fire extinguisher on the corner. Let me give you more of this too, since you're in the hallway. Okay.
He's gonna chuck it right over here. Actually, no, he's gonna chuck it right here, so that they're stuck. Or no, he does want to ignite them. He's going on them.
What's going on them?
It's going on them.
Okay. Let me double check something quick.
Actually, he might light it and just slam it on her. Like, just break the bottle.
Oh, just immediate. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so, I need to check how much a Molotov does. You're going straight for her?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's D6 until put out.
It's D6 until put out? Okay.
Yep.
So then we'll handle a couple things at once here. Because as you slam the bottle down, these two do one final kick, and you hear as the door splinters to your daughter's room.
Oh, okay. Well, is that exact moment? Because if that's happening, it's going over there instead.
I need to roll something first beforehand, because this might inform your decision. Because as that door splinters, you watch as Beth lunges out
Okay, well, that does decide it.
and immediately tackles one of these guys.
Yeah, I don't want to light her on fire.
And you hear the subdued meaty sound of a blade sinking into flesh as one of the men screams.
Ooh. Rock on, Beth.
Isaac!
They're trying to get in!
I know!
There's four of them!
And it is your go again.
Yeah, so he does the Molotov slam on this lady.
Okay. You don't have to roll for it since all attacks hit. So just go ahead and roll damage for me as you light it and just break the bottle over her head, and immediately the fire and liquid coalesce, and she is just encapsulated in a matter of moments. 1 second she is a strange bleeding woman, and the next she is a human on fire. And I need a way to track the HP of these ones quick. 3 damage.
I imagine we're kind of limited to one thing, right? So I want to see if
you are able to take movement and such.
Because I was curious if I could boot her back into this other guy.
All attacks are guaranteed. I would say if you want to try another maneuver, I'd be willing to let you to roll for it, depending on simplicity.
Yeah,
if you want to sacrifice,
it's not damage. It's just to see if she can bump her into him, so he has to deal with someone on fire and possibly flailing.
If you're willing to sacrifice your movement for it, I'd be willing to give it to you.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
12. This can be strength.
Oh boy. Come on, dice, be nice. They are not nice.
Okay. You go for the shove on her, and I will say she stumbles back a bit, but it doesn't fully stumble back into Billy here.
Yeah. Man, my dice are cruel tonight.
But she does immediately start screaming, as the fire has certainly taken. And then Beth did 5 on this old man over here, so I'm gonna note that down as well. 12. 10, 12. Okay. Then I need to roll to see if, now that Beth is joining the initiative order, if she goes before or after them. Before. So she sees what you're planning, and you see as from behind she will actually join in this attempt and try and push Billy forward into her. As she says, Isaac, you need to take the kids and get out!
I can't, doors. You have to get back in there, get them out the window.
Alright, and I believe she succeeded. What do I have for guts? Sorry for the... I just want to make sure I get the rolls right here. Yep, she succeeded. Okay. So then, with that, he stumbles forward into her. He doesn't immediately catch, but he definitely steers from just the contact alone. It's 1d6 around until out, or 1d3.
Until it's put out.
Would you like to roll a 1d6 halved for him just making contact?
Another 3.
Nice.
So half that. So
We'll round up,
2.
so 2.
Okay.
So then he is at...
It's kind of like Beth, get here. I got them covered, and he takes out another Molotov.
Why do you have those? It's just...
I'm ready to cause havoc. Get the kids out.
Okay, I'll try. Ah! You hear as she is stabbed in front of you. And she still seems to be standing, but you do see as the knife does find purchase.
Does it look like anywhere bad or like?
I would say, with her moving, it caught her in the side, but from what you can tell, it doesn't seem anywhere lethal at the moment. Okay. And that leaves their turn, so old man is gone. Immediately, Neil is going to be trying to push past her, and she's going to try and resist that. And he fails to get past, as even with the damage Beth has taken, she is able to kind of push him back. Billy doesn't want to be on fire.
Why not?
He just doesn't want to. And so he's going to take his turn, as you see, as he's immediately trying to, like, get away from her and kind of put himself out before the fire takes proper purchase. And he does succeed, but that takes his turn. She is on fire. She takes... Are we running it so it's on her turn she takes damage, or on your turn?
Up to you.
We had it on your turn, so we'll keep running that, I think.
Okay.
However, given that she is on fire, I'm gonna roll those, see if she can even get her composure enough to do that. Yes. She will attempt to stop, drop, and roll, to not be on fire anymore, at the very least, subdue it. Jesus, my dice are on fire tonight.
Mine are not. We have very different experiences.
And you see as she starts to stop, drop, and roll, and is starting to put the flames down.
It's gonna do a test. I might just do normal roll, normal 20s.
If you want to do that, that's okay. Alright, and then with that, that is their turns.
Alright, he starts waving. Get inside the room.
Okay.
Second she ducks inside, he's gonna throw another one. Like in center mass, kinda.
Okay, so holding your turn for the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's basically blocking it, so she's got ample time to...
she is going to step out of the way.
Right there.
I'll go ahead and reveal this as well. So where are you putting it?
Like...
Okay.
So covering the door, and then anyone near it.
And I would say that has probably like a 5 radius, so I think you're gonna hit all of them.
That's
so
my last volley.
Go ahead and roll your damage as you bathe all of them in flame.
Another 3.
Okay. And I'm going to put a little fire icon on the ones that you have lit so I know to keep track of them.
Is there
really
like
no
a
fire?
is there like a little fire alarm nearby?
In the 90s, how prevalent were fire alarms? There is probably one in the hallway, yes.
I'm looking up when they were required. 1970 is when they became required.
Okay, so then yeah, there would be one.
Yeah, so he's gonna chuck that in movement. He's gonna start running towards one of those.
Okay. Go ahead. One.
I don't know what our distance looks like.
I actually don't have it set to proper distance right now, I don't think. I'll double check just to make sure. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm learning that Isaac's a firebug.
He's a bit of a firebug, isn't he? Oh, that's not... Okay, that's actually not too inaccurate, I think. Yeah, I think that's not... The sizing of this is actually not too bad. Yeah, because with a good sprint, you could make it a good ways. And I had a note of how far we were doing movement before. Because that was something Inky kind of home ruled, but
Do Dex, like, Dex number?
Well, you should get a free amount.
Okay.
Without having to roll.
No, I mean not even rolling it, just my number I have on Dex.
Oh. If I can't find what Inky had written down, then we'll just run that. This is the first major, combat I've had to run so far. I apologize.
It's been a minute.
It has. Okay, I'm not seeing it, so yeah, we'll just go with the speed as your distance.
Okay, I got 12 Dex.
And then I would say, if you want to use your turn, you can double it. We'll go good old D&D rules there.
I just chucked, so...
Oh, yeah.
So 2 of them are not on fire. Could you please ignite them?
Oh, I apologize. I will ignite them.
Thank you.
They were on fire in my heart, okay?
I want them on fire in real life. I'm manifesting.
You want me on fire, sad face?
Yeah.
No.
I'm manifesting it right now.
Oh. To avoid being put on fire, I am going to do that. And then I'm going to... Are you hoping for the fire to spread to the actual building itself, or are you just hoping for the people?
Mostly people. Ideally, I just want the area in front of the kid's door blocked so that Beth has time to get them out.
Okay. It seems like the fire hasn't taken to the entire surrounding area just yet, but there is a little bit of fire in front of the door, so that seems like it will be a good deterrent.
Okay.
My Roll20 has frozen.
Oh no.
Here we go. I wanted to draw a little fire and it was angry at me.
And yeah, to be as distracting as possible. He's just yelling nonsense as he's going down the hall. Mostly cursing, but if there aren't people unconscious, he's trying to wake them up.
Mm-hmm. They are going to... 2 of them are gonna immediately start coming after you. One of them has their dex reduced here because they took damage. It's neither of these 2, though. So, 10 and 10. As you hear the sounds of pain, it's just Isaac, come back! And Billy's gonna try and put himself out because he has a strong self-preservation bone. He failed, like a fucking idiot.
Loser.
Fucking loser. This lady, however, I think she'll probably want to put herself out too. No one wants to be on fire.
Why not?
Both have failed, however.
Being on fire is super cool.
It's really hip and in with the kids.
It's in, yeah.
I'm gonna roll 2d20 over here to see how. Okay, these two have their heads on their shoulders. As he's actually going to charge through the fire, because how much more on fire could he possibly get? I'll go ahead and roll a 1d6 for additional damage he takes in doing so.
I think that's extra damage.
That is definitely extra damage.
That's not a whole lot of extra damage.
He's already on fire. How much more on fire can he possibly get?
He's old though, right? He's combustible. That's about
how that
spontaneous
works.
combustion
Every
age.
year you get older, you get 1 more year more combustible.
Yeah, you get like papery.
Neil will attempt to do something that, even as you're running away, seems a bit insane, which is he stumbles almost unnaturally, and then you watch as he places his hands against the wall, the fire still climbing up him and from the floor, and a red, chunky vomit explodes from his mouth onto the flames, creating the most sickly smelling haze you have ever smelled. And that is gonna slowly start dying down the flames of the floor, not the flames of the Neil. There we go. That puts it on Beth's turn. She is going to... This guy's still on fire. She doesn't want to be too close. I think she's going to try and kick
I
you
go
out.
first, right?
You already took your turn. This is... No, because she moved, and then you went, and then they went. So it's your turn again, yes.
Okay, so they take more burn damage.
Yes, they will be taking more bird damage.
That's a 6.
Damn, good roll. Something else. Okay.
How are they looking?
Well, I will let you know after I calculate how much they're taking here. Because that was a big fucking hit with the 6. Use it at 4. 6. She's not looking great. You see as the fire is eating, especially at her legs, the charred flesh there is seeming to definitely slow her down. The pain is excruciating. She's not having a great time. Out of character, their hit points is 0. They are now taking stat damage.
That was just their hit points?
No, you're beyond the hit points at this point.
Okay. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm not winning this.
No, you have surpassed their hit points and they're taking stat damage.
What happened to the guy?
Did I delete him?
Yeah.
Oh
Just
shit,
control.
Billy!
Yeah.
Oh no, he's there.
He just came back.
Oh, weird. Let's see here.
So, like, did they just lose HP, or are they only just now getting stat damage?
It varies. Some of them have been on 0 HP for a little bit. Some of them are just hitting.
Boy, that's a concerning statement when I've been doing damage for a while.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I do think all of them are now taking stat damage, though.
I don't like that they're in the room now.
Let's see, so...
Just kind of hoping that fire would hold them off sooner, and since that's not working, I think he's reeling back, and he's gonna. She's looking worse, so he's gonna crack the guy with his guitar.
Okay. The guitar is gonna work as an improvised weapon here, so it'll be doing a D4.
Okay. Did I rolled a hit? I don't remember.
You don't have to roll to hit, you automatically hit.
3.
Nice. And that's on her?
Yep.
Him?
Yep.
Okay, I'm Billy. You smack your coworker across the face with the guitar. Your guitar is acoustic or electric?
It's electric.
Okay. So you do not get the satisfying thunk, thrum.
The twang, yeah.
Yeah. But you do get the lovely sound of resin against a human skull. And with a good crack, he's stumbling backwards. It seems like you've done good damage. Have him stumble against the wall a little bit here.
I'll give up movement to go again, I guess.
Well, and usually it'd be like if you have a minor action. I don't think you can attack
okay,
twice
yeah,
with it.
not proper attack.
Yeah, you can run past them though. They
still
are
on
not
fire.
preventing your movement.
Could I do it without starting on fire?
Yeah.
I imagine it's gone and then okay, yeah, so...
Yeah, because like the area around them is not on fire. You can pass by them. Them over here had to take fire damage to get past that because it was the area that was on fire.
He's circling back because things aren't looking good back there.
Okay. You do that. And as that is happening over here, Beth is continuing in defense mode. Nice. As she is diving forward and once again hitting this guy with what seems to be a pretty fucking devastating blow. 3. As you just hear from in the room, the sound of an older man yelling. And you hear muffled Beth say, "Vivian, get out! Okay?" And Vivian, who is also awake, is going to try and get Laura outside. With success, you are on the second floor, so that'll be a tumble for them, considering they are asleep. But she successfully drags and drops Laura out the window. With a thump. I'll roll the damage for that. Okay. And that is her turn. It's up to the apiarists now. This fire is still partially going. They're all still on fire. She just got hit pretty bad. Billy is gonna turn around after you have hit him. I was gonna say, I never liked you, Isaac.
Oh, piss off, mate.
He stumbles forward and take 5 points of damage as a knife slices across you.
Okay.
Do you have any
That could
kind of
be-
armor?
No.
Okay, so that's going to go to your HP first,
Yeah, that's 2 HP down.
and let me know when you hit 0.
It's 0.
Okay, we'll need you to roll to see if you take a critical injury, and then go ahead and continue to distribute the remainder to either your dex or your strength. You can split it between the two as well.
Okay. They aren't great, but... What am I rolling for critical injury?
I'm checking that right now for you. Let's see here. Okay. I believe you roll what the ability score was before it was lost. So you can roll either your dex or your strength, whichever one took the higher hit of the brunt. Before it went lower is your threshold. Okay. Go ahead and roll a 1d12 for me, please. Two. Face.
Cut me in the face?
He cut you in the fucking face.
He really didn't like me.
What an asshole. It is still a, let's see here, I'm checking number 2. Yeah, so it is a cut across your face. So you have an epic cheek cut, Isaac. It doesn't do additional damage or anything. It's just purely, for, narrative.
Just aesthetic? There's nothing else to it?
No, it's just to determine. You can literally keep track of how fucked up your character get. Like, remember when your foot got chopped?
Ah, yeah.
The damage you took wasn't severe enough for it to actually, hit bad enough.
Gotcha.
And then Nat, who has taken... Her name's Nat, by the way. Extensive damage at this point.
Nat.
Hi, Nat. Is gonna try and put herself out. However, as she is more clumsy from the fire, she isn't able to successfully do so. Neil takes his turn, and continues to put this fire out as well. And do you succeed, little man? You do! So his turn is dedicated to the building and not himself, as he smears that brand new, newly created, uncomfortable, chunky Neil vomit all over the fire, and successfully douses it. This man continues to his assault towards Beth, and though you can't see the extent of the damages, you do not hear a devastating scream of pain or anything like that as he takes a swing at her and barely grazes. And it's back around to you, Isaac.
Burn! 4 points.
Alright. We're gonna take that strength for her. Oh, Billy's looking really fucking bad. Seven. Okay, and then...
Does Neil have a knife?
All of them do, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. They take the damage. For your context, Billy in front of you, it looks horrible. He is smoldering, he is bleeding, and heaving it, and he doesn't look like he has a lot more in him. She's not far behind. Further ahead, Neil seems to be doing the best of all of them, but not by much.
He just got cut in the face, so he's gonna reel around and smack him with the guitar again.
Alright. Roll your damage.
Just 1.
Alright. You hit him, and he takes the swing, it being not nearly as effective.
Would it be
seemingly
possible
as it was
that
last time.
I swung for his hand? Because I want to get his knife.
You would have to roll to disarm. I will allow it if you'd like. But if you miss, it will not do damage.
I'll leave it then.
Okay.
He's just gonna slide in, because he's just put the fire out, right?
Yes, the fire's out.
He's gonna go slide on that gunk and block the door.
Oh, gross. Alright, you do a sick-ass drift on vomit. Deja vu. And you slide in front of Neil, blocking his entrance.
Or slams into the side of the door, just trying to block it.
Mm-hmm. As you do that, let's see. Yeah, because Beth goes after you. You hear, as the man behind you, he's about to say something. He's like, quickly get out! As Beth takes his knife and stabs him with it, and seemingly snuffs this old man out.
I'm sure that's she won't need any therapy for that.
It's fine, it's fine. Adrenaline is amazing.
Get out, Beth!
I'm not leaving you!
Just get out!
I'm not leaving you!
Get the cop!
No! And she's, without moving, she's going to try and put this fire out so it doesn't spread to the room. And succeeds.
Nice. That's so cool.
Beth is
funny in every
rolling
stat.
well. She doesn't. She's just really lucky. She's killing it.
I think Beth should have 20 in every stat.
I think Beth should vote.
Do we hear any rumblings of maybe anyone who's heard commotion, or does it seem pretty quiet through the rest?
The place is pretty well, I would say insulated sound-wise. Once it hits your turn, you can roll a control to listen to see if you hear anything, but you don't hear anyone, clambering up the stairs right now.
Yeah.
However, I will roll to see if something catches a... No, okay, not. There isn't enough smoke for the fire alarms to go off. Faced with you in his way, Neil takes a kind of a step back. He's a little intimidated by the tenacity here. But he'll steel himself, even as embers kind of burn off of him, and he's going to take a swing at you, Isaac. He says, it's for the greater good. Damn. 6.
I have no health, so that's gone straight to both stats.
Okay, make sure you're not permanently reducing it, but keeping track of your initial value.
Okay. We are low.
How's your health doing?
I have no health.
I mean, your stats.
5 strength, 7 dex.
Got it.
Is that out? Do I roll a wound again?
Yes, you will be rolling a wound. Go ahead and roll a 1d12.
Hold on, let me see if I resist them. I do!
Oh, sorry, you're right. I shouldn't assume things. That's on me.
Nah, no cool scars this time. I'm simply too awesome.
This is so cool. But he does get a good stab on you, as you realize, as we're kind of timing this, as you slide in the way, this knife would have been meant for Beth.
Yeah.
These other two, Billy's hurting pretty bad. He doesn't want to be hurting pretty bad anymore. And he manages to successfully put himself out this time. Is it that time again? I think it's that time again. Because she's not doing great, and she doesn't trust her ability to put herself out. As a secondary sound of horrible retching occurs. And this mucus is thrown up as Nat. In all uncomfortable ways, basically kind of coats herself in it. And it looks like, with you currently standing in it, Isaac, there's not a lot of time to take in what you're seeing, but I will give you, there's a lot of red.
Yeah.
And it's your go. Go ahead and roll for your fire. 4. Alright. Got it. The damage is done. He's not looking good. What do you do?
Is there any benefit to just like knocking them over?
They have to take a turn to get up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shove them.
You do the shove action.
Yeah, doing the Leopard Dead like shove.
Mm-hmm.
With his guitar, he just like pushes them.
Mm-hmm.
Left, grab that wardrobe.
Got it.
He's gonna back up and try to help with the wardrobe.
Okay, so you shove him back.
Yeah.
And the two of you together, I'm gonna just roll to make sure there's no, like, epic failures here. Not, okay. She's able to help you shove it in the way. Right there. And then, with that action, given that it was a sort of help action, I will say one of you will be able to preserve what you do from there. So let's see, you shoved, so it'll probably be Beth.
Yeah. I think after moving the wardrobe, like, Isaac's just kind of stumbling and holding what I assume was probably a gut shot.
Yeah.
6 damage.
She is going to push in front of you and say, "He's under the bed, get her."
Okay. He kind of like, he goes to like lower down to a knee, but he just kind of drops to it and he looks under the bed.
You see a actually quite well stowed away Kay. She is unconscious.
He's gonna try to reach for her.
You're able to get her.
Yeah.
Boop. I got the door. I got the window.
Okay. Get Kay out.
Okay.
So you got the others in the other room.
Did no one hear this?
Were all the boys out? Because you only checked on Tomo.
None of them were up when you woke up.
Did I hear any? I guess you said I had to roll control. Now Tomo's out, but I don't know if the other two.
Mm-hmm.
They've been locked in their room.
All right, Kay is removed.
I guess he's just gonna like, if I have a turn to do it, kind of slam on the wall.
You can do that.
Boys!
You slam on the wall.
Nothing?
Nothing.
I think that drugged us.
I think so. And with that, it's their turn. Almost as if on cue, Neil pushes off the wall and tries to ram with all of his bodily might against the dresser. And you see as it kind of tips back a little bit, but then steadies itself again, as it is solid oak, and it just doesn't seem like he has it in him to move it. As he says, "Open the door!" You know something.
What try even do?
Stop having it be closed.
I will close it more.
You hear the sound of a knob being violently jiggled. He says, "Yep, you locked it. Get the fire alarm. Make sure it doesn't go off."
Oh shit, I should have done that. Are there little alarms in the rooms? That, like, if you got a little fire next to it, they might go off? Little detectors?
There should be.
Is there?
As you're looking around in here, looking for one specifically, you're not seeing anything.
Someone I know skimp out on the fire alarm.
Oh, I didn't mean to hide that. I'm trying to, like, merge these. It does seem like, because you can see almost like a space where one specifically should be put, perhaps even where one used to be. But there's nothing there anymore. You hear a slam against the door outside of the room next over. And the nice part about doors is they are solid as fuck. So, they have armor. So that door, despite the damage, still has 9 HP.
Hey, Neil's directly next to that wardrobe now, right?
He is directly next to that wardrobe and also still on fire. Speaking of which, it's your turn. Go ahead and roll for fire. Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. 3? Alright, I'll...
He wants to tip the wardrobe, let's do it.
Okay. You can go ahead and make a strength roll to tip the wardrobe. Because he is right there, I'm gonna give you a bonus to it. So go ahead and roll, and we'll go with the bonus from there.
Okay, would Beth be able to help, or...?
Beth can help and essentially give you a route if you'd like.
Okay, because I only have 5, so I don't think I'm doing this solo.
Mm-hmm. If you want, Beth can be the primary person doing the action. So it'll be going off of her stat instead.
Sure.
So then...
Yes.
Because Beth continues to roll like fucking fire,
Love it.
she shoves the wardrobe over, toppling it onto Neil. We're gonna say that makes him prone, and also functions as an improvised weapon. 1 second, he is really fighting me. You are sideways, sir.
Getting
There we go.
smashed by a wardrobe's only 1d4.
It's proning him as well, though. I'll give you a 1d6.
That's a whole wardrobe.
It's a whole ass wardrobe.
A whole wardrobe, man.
Go ahead and roll a 1d6. 4. You hear a snap as he falls backwards and his head basically pings off the floor, and something in there definitely just caved. He doesn't even fully scream. It's just like, You still have your turn, Isaac. That would have taken Beth's turn.
Still going after the others. Get them out the window.
Okay.
He takes up his guitar again, and actually he's got to take this guy's knife if Beth hasn't already.
You can take it. Beth had her own pocket knife, which is what she was stabbing with.
That'll do it. He's just gonna jump on this wardrobe a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then run over and stab that guy.
All right, go ahead. You add to your inventory a knife. It does 1d6.
What do you got there, Isaac?
A knife! Yes!
He's gonna ask if he's having a knife day.
That was so close to being like what killed him. That would have been such a stupid one-liner. Have a knife day. Oh. However, that does serious fucking damage. As you drive the knife into his back. And return the favor that was given to you earlier. And kind of smush Billy against the door. In doing so, his hands twitch as he receives the shock of this.
Told you to piss off, Billy.
And he turns his head over towards you as it shifts onto their action. Vivian has a go here, so she's actually going to skitter out on her own. D20. Yeah, she's able to do that. She's out. And he's going to turn his head over his shoulder, and you've done well at with forcing them to use their wretch attack that is once per encounter on other things than people. However,
Billy still got his, yeah.
Billy still has his. And he does in fact over his shoulder onto you, onto your skin, vomits this mass.
I used my metal shield.
Oh, damn, I didn't know you had that. I'm sorry. Great.
Yeah, sorry.
Explode.
Yeah, it's actually vomiting blood's metal as fuck, so I actually take no damage and heal.
Oh, well, luckily, you actually don't take any damage at all.
Oh, nice.
It's not acidic or anything like that, but however, you quickly find it is sticky.
Oh.
It is extremely sticky. And you almost feels binding as it hits every fiber of open skin. Roll a 1d4 for me, please. Fuck. You're taking.
Why are you making me roll my own damage?
Oh, fine. It's fair enough. Fair enough. I shouldn't be doing that to you. God damn it.
Still 4?
It's still 4. 4 stress.
That's control, right?
That is control.
What the hell kind of drugs are you guys on?
As he seems, in doing so, is still sputtering, barely able to talk. Just gurgling. You have no health, so I'm gonna need you to roll with your initial control, to see if you, are the first person in the campaign to gain magic powers.
What? I gotta set this back to 10 then.
Nice. Okay. You do not take critical damage there.
I want magical powers.
The magical powers are not always good.
I want to be cool.
You know this
I
more
want
than
to see
anyone.
color.
You know this more than anyone. They are not always good.
Yeah. There's a C sound.
Yeah, sound.
Oh man,
That
Isaac
was
was so unfixable by the end of last
He
campaign.
was. Alright. You take that.
This is with his one save of control. He just like spit some he got in his mouth back at Billy.
Oh, that's so gross. It. You know what? Actually, if you're willing to say it got in your mouth, it tastes like beef.
Awesome. Great.
Just have that information.
Maybe I was the flesh castle all along.
Maybe the Flesh Castle was the friends we made along the way. And you do hear, it sounds like from coming up the stairway, the sound of rushing footsteps distantly.
Oh, I hope that's on our side.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to stretch her. She looks
Get
over her
stretched,
shoulder
loser.
as that happens, and then immediately comes back over. I actually need to check because her movement has been seriously capped. She isn't going to be able to get anywhere remotely close to you. That's as far as she can go. She'll sacrifice her action to try and go a little further. That's it. That's as far as she gets. as she is shambling over.
It's fair, her legs got burned.
Yeah. But every single movement seems like agony. She's just... Get him! Get him! And it is your turn again, Isaac.
Stab Billy again.
You need to get out of this sticky situation first. You're gonna need to roll a dex.
Oh boy, not good at that anymore. Whew.
You succeed. As you manage to maneuver in such a way that the parts of where it has almost sealed together against itself, the bonds aren't as strong, and you are free from this viscous cocoon. You may take your action.
Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stab Billy.
Alright, go ahead and stab Billy. Any
Yes, sir.
damage that isn't 1 is gonna be enough.
Oh, here, let me just roll my 1.
Yippee!
Yeah!
Alright, where do you stab him?
Yeah, so I think the sequence is like he gets vomited on, like immediately, like mouth open, he was fighting, so he spits it back in Billy and then just like jams it right into his neck.
Nice. You do that, and he... And you see as the life fades from his eyes.
I think he stumbles down with Billy and like just very clumsily pulls it back out. Is like backing. He's using the wall as support still because everything's still mad, and he's getting ready for her to come in.
Billy, it's almost like he falls against you. You step back, and so he just falls upon the floor. Did you roll fire damage this turn?
Oh no, I didn't. 2.
Congratulations, Neil is dead. And can you roll a 1d6 for me, please?
Is this seeing if the fire spreads?
All right. Are you? Tell me about what is your hopes for this fire?
Well, ideally it goes back out, but being as I have thrown a wardrobe on this man, it's probably spread to the wardrobe.
You would think it would, wouldn't you? But because that wardrobe, as it seems as it fell forward, went through the slick, it is wet, and the fire goes out.
Oh my god. I'll have to go to church this Sunday.
It's Beth's turn. And she seems really conflicted. She does not want to leave you. She also doesn't want to leave the kids alone outside.
We get to the kids.
What about you?
I'll be fine.
You don't look fine.
I'm fine. I hear people coming up, but just make sure there's no one else out there.
Okay. And she's going to run out and get out the window. Which, congratulations, by the way, on choosing, like, the one room with a accessible out window.
Yay!
Yeah, she gets out. Alright. With that, your girls are out.
Girls were carrying. Beth was carrying, my god.
Beth was fucking carrying. I'll tell you more about it after all this, but just so you know, she was fucking killing it.
Yeah, Beth gets Best Babysitter of Ever award.
And with that, it leaves one person. And she readies her knife. But I don't think she can get to you! You're too far away! She's gonna go here.
Oh boy, we're gonna be just holding knives at each other.
Yeah, pretty much. It's that Spider-Man meme, but it's just both you pointing knives at each
knives,
other.
Yep.
And standing over Billy's dying corpse. Alright. Isaac, welcome to the standoff.
There's a standoff, and now I think she's only just in my range too, because she's just barely in my range.
Mm-hmm. And the footsteps get closer.
He's like, I don't think his sunglasses are on anymore. I think they went off with the knife, or he was sleeping. He didn't have his sunglasses. And she could probably see he's looking like he's trying to look where the fire alarm would be.
She looks at you and she just, heaving, just shakes her head. Just that little like, where it's not a full shake, but you know that little like,
Is there any of Neil sticking out of the wardrobe?
Yes, there's Neil sticking out of the wardrobe.
He's just backing up, and he does like just while still pointing and looking at her with the knife, does kind of put a finger on his wrist to see if he's alive.
Neil's fucking dead, bro. You touch his wrist and the flesh comes away charred.
Oh shit.
This man is fucking dead. You killed your boss.
Well, he just runs the mall. I work for someone else who got a building.
Congratulations, Maggie just inherited the mall. Is there anything
Just
else?
you.
What did he say?
It's just you. Just put the knife down. Back off.
No.
They're just fucking stupid then.
Join us.
You step over here, you're joining them.
She continues to hold her knife shakily.
Is it just a standoff?
I think it's a standoff.
Man, this feels real.
Yeah, it's your turn.
He's got his knife. I think he's moved her just out of range. Yeah.
That's why you took your step.
Yeah.
Alright, is that your go?
I just kind of like he steps away from Neil, who's now under there, kind of sits a leg and leans on the wall.
She looks at you and is just like blinking. It's not a lazy blink, it's a I'm trying so hard to stay conscious right now blink.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see from behind her, charging into the scene, Katarina comes up the stairs at a speed so fast that she has to, like, bump herself against the wall to slow down her momentum. What's happening? What? Oh my...
She's gone!
And Nat does one look back and then is going to do a double move towards you. So she has no attack, but she is on top of you.
I'm gonna jab. I'm gonna do a stabby.
It's your turn.
Do the stabby.
You drive the knife in, and she takes it, still standing, if barely. And you hear Katarina from behind, like, wait, don't hurt him! And she attempts to swing at you. You only take 1 point of damage, Isaac, as it skims wearily over your arm.
Yeah, it's defensive wound. Yeah, I think there's a lot of flailing. It's like, he's stabbing, she's stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not pretty, that's for sure.
No, it's not a pretty one. No one's graceful. There's no dex here.
Yeah. Katarina is coming as fast as she can. You're gonna get a go before she gets there.
Okay. Depending on how this goes, yeah, he's gonna jab again and see if he can, like... So I imagine they've toppled over each other at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you still have movement, but it is very much a flail fight.
Yeah, no, I imagine, like... So I'm trying to roll over so he's on top and he's gonna try to jab down.
Alright. As you're flailing on top of each other, and you're going back forth, you manage to roll on top and raise the knife, and where are you bringing it down?
I imagine it's upper body somewhere, maybe even... he seems to be making a theme of it, neck as well.
Alright. You bring up the knife and jam it down. And with the sound of it piercing through flesh and a surprised exhale, and then it digging deep into the wood underneath it, splintering it, you hear... And she, like, kind of tries to claw at your vest, your hair, anything she can, but those hands, those gripping hands, cannot do any more damage to you, as this stranger, this person who tried to attack you and your family, her eyes become hazy and unfocused, and then eventually the grabbing stops, and she falls limp beneath you.
Once danger seems gone, he immediately flops on his back.
Oh my...
Rolls over and just laying there.
Isaac!
Oh, still here.
Click. I need to move her to
The
front.
girls outside can get them.
What happened?
I was trying to break in the door. They've got the door. I'm sorry, set your place on fire.
Let me go ahead and get some music going. How's Isaac doing in this moment?
Great. He's never killed someone, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a pretty rambunctious life, but I don't think murder was part of it. He's probably seen an overdose or something before. Like, I don't think death itself is something he's never witnessed, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, knife fight's totally new. It's a lot. He wants his kids just to be safe. He's just thinking about the girls right now, trying not to think about the blood everywhere and the blood all over him.
You said they're outside?
Oh yeah, they went out the window.
Okay. You are bleeding. We should
Just get them.
Yeah, I have to go downstairs and do that anyway. We can get you to my office and somewhere safe.
Just make sure they're fine first. I'll get over there. As you admit.
She like has her hands on your face and is kind of like wiping your hair out of the way. She gets up and would Isaac resist getting pulled up with her?
No, not really.
Okay. Katerina will pull you up. I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I started hearing screaming. I thought
They got drugs, Cat.
Oh, what?
Just...
Come on.
The boys are all still out. I locked the door from the... Yeah.
Good. Those doors are good and sturdy. Come with me. Come here. And she will slowly help. Oh, no! How dare you!
He took 10 damage. No, 14 damage in that fight.
Ow.
Sorry, no, my ad health 16 damage.
You basically 2v4'd, though.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. Honestly, you did a lot better. I wasn't sure how far you were gonna make it, and I was worried when you said you were just gonna go out single-handedly. I was like, uh-oh.
You didn't have anything else. Everyone was asleep.
Well, that's very true.
And I was gonna do the fire alarm, but they were in the room with the girls, and if he died protecting them, that's what he would have done.
Mm-hmm. She will help you down the stairs. Let me go ahead and move you to the downstairs. I need to clear this because the main bar area is no longer a happy, bustling place. It is night, and all those who have gone to sleep have.
Need to make Isaac a new token going forward.
With a sick-ass cheek scar?
A sick cheek scar, yeah. Which I imagine cut that side of his bangs.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Where is my Isaac token? Hey there, little guy. Oh, not right. Okay. Oh wait, I still have you missing. Where are you? I'll move you onto this thing anyway. So you get transported to the lower floor. Isaac. There you are. Are you okay with me moving you so that you don't have to keep dragging yourself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. She will slowly help you as you leave your happy little blood trail.
Here, I'll be checking outside. You should sit in my office, okay?
He just like full weighted flop into one of the chairs.
And Kat takes you to the side into her office, which is right over here. It is paired with what seems to be... You've probably been in here before in the time that you've known her. She basically has a bedroom office conversion between the two. I think those should be revealed, right? You can see that?
Yes.
Oh, this one I think is on GM Lair. It shouldn't be. Map Lair. And that is also GM Lair. There we go.
Ourselves a little dream catcher.
Yep.
That's why she didn't get drugged. She actually just like Dreamcatcher did away.
That's right. She sits you down.
I have a phone right here.
Yeah, it's over by the desk.
I'm just gonna call. Probably the cops, right?
Probably.
Yeah, we gotta call them.
And the desk would be over here.
Yeah, he like stumbles over there again. Flops
You-
the chair.
You sit down.
He starts like picking up the phone and like leaving blood on it. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
It's okay. It's all right. Isaac, I'm sorry.
And can you roll a control for me, Isaac?
Sure. One.
All right. As Isaac, you feel a little prick. And it takes a second, but you succeeded because you've done a fuck ton of drugs. But there's a little needle in your arm. And I'm gonna see here what happens when you save, but I believe it means you stay conscious. And because you saved, I'm gonna give you automatic top of initiative here. But you realize that Kat has just injected you with something.
He's got the phone.
You have the
Sees
phone.
the needle, and he feels that same kind of wibble of that same drug.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be a roll to act?
Yeah, I'd give it to you.
Because I don't want to roll.
I would say, usually it's a control to convince someone.
Not great. She's probably got solid stuff.
You don't have to roll against her. You just have to succeed.
Yeah, I need to get a 6 out of 20.
I'll give you if you'd like, because you are actually drugged.
Yeah.
So acting is a lot easier. I'd give you a route on it.
So I'm debating. It's taking a gamble, because if she is gonna go outside and give him, like, thinking if he's drugged, she'll leave him. He might just let his natural weariness kind of let him just kind of He does make eye contact of the betrayal because he recognizes what just happened. But he's gonna let like arms go weak and just kind of flop onto the table.
All right. So you're pretending to like have passed out?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll to act. And I'll give you multiple attempts at this. You rolled a strength there.
That was a strength. I still wouldn't have made it.
No, go ahead and roll again. That didn't count. There you go. All right. You are convincing. It seems like you're unconscious. And you hear her kind of...
All right. Let's get the bee.
And you hear click, 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 and the sound of a cabinet opening.
He's going to type in 911.
All right. You stealthily type 911. Brrrr, brrrr, brrrr. 911, what is your emergency?
Second.
What'd you say?
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Emerald scale, bread and breakfast, come now.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Depends. Is it how dead quiet is it?
It's pretty quiet.
Oh, he's just gonna say it. Emerald scale, bread and breakfast right now, and he just like chucks the phone and runs.
All right. Go ahead and track your movement.
Not great. She's gonna be faster. Yep, right there.
And you have reported to the police the location. Let me go. You guys do the correct thing and call the police every time.
Hold down.
All right. Let me go ahead and roll something. Okay. All right. We have a timer. Given that it was only this is starting a new action course, you can double move if you'd like, taking up your action.
So just one move, or can I? Like, is this
that initial
action?
move and then another.
Okay.
So you are where you are if that was your secondary.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
Can he like kick the door shut too? Just put a little extra barrier.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, gotcha. Fair enough.
As you hear,
You cheeky little...
click, 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 click. She rounds the door. You are actually just out of fucking range.
Yeah.
But you see she is holding something with a pair of tweezers that is squirming.
Pulls out his knife.
And I'm actually gonna give you a picture of this. Because you're there and you get to see it. Come here, little guy. Load onto the map. Go. There you go.
I'm deeply and terribly sorry to the Rat Man if he's actually here because of this.
Formal apology to the Rat Man.
I'd like to give a formal apology to the Rat Man. I feel like he's a lot better than I thought he was. Please put on my tombstone. Sorry, Rat Man.
I jumped to conclusions about you.
I assumed
that's
things
on me.
based on your looks.
Can't believe these are your last thoughts. You have a knife, so she is not going to take that extra movement towards you. In fact, she's gonna take a step this way.
Isaac, everything's gonna be okay.
Bitch, you know how much drugs I've done?
Yeah! Was kind of hoping your sober streak would have changed that.
It's if I stayed sober.
What do you say?
It's if I stayed sober.
It's if I stayed so.
Look,
How close I'm stabbing.
I don't want to hurt you. If I can make this as
That's straight
peaceful as
shit.
possible, you'll wake up. After this is done, a whole new man.
Vomit and blood? Is that what's going on? You weird ass bug cult? What's that?
We need to make the hive.
Oh,
We only have a couple more days.
not
And
making
it would
any
be-
sense. Just
Wonderful to have you with
piss
us
off.
instead of against us, Isaac.
You can go ahead.
He's gonna a single move away, and he's still holding the knife out. I say this to fucking Billy, and I'll say it to you. You come near me, I will make you join your friends.
She reaches under her pocket, and you see she pulls out another syringe.
We'll see how that goes.
That third one's gonna kill me.
You say the third one's gonna kill me? Alright, she closes towards you. I will say, because you didn't take your main action aside from movement, you can go first.
Can I direct where, or...?
Yeah.
My strength isn't good, but... it's really not good.
If you're worried about an aim shot, unless you're trying to disarm, for damage, you can automatically hit.
No, I wanted to see if I could possibly, like, she's coming at with the syringe, if I can, like, push it in a way that she'd, like, jab her with the syringe instead.
Oh, I see. I'll give you, you see the pocket she pulls it out of. If you wanted a dex instead of a strength, you could try and reach in there to grab another and inject.
Sure. Yeah. It's gonna be a tight roll. I'm not good right now. Oh!
You reach for her pocket and try to scramble for one of the syringes. And I will say you get one. You can add it to your inventory, but you don't get an opportunity to inject her just yet before she injects you.
Yeah.
And go ahead and roll a control.
No.
And as we promised earlier, you do get 2 control saves if you fail one, because you did a lot of fucking drugs.
Come on,
So you can do one more.
Oh.
Knife.
Knife!
It counts though, it's a 1. That's a, well, what's the roll there actually? That's a
D6.
1d6,
It
that does not
doesn't, yeah.
count, never mind.
No, that's a fail.
Okay. You get injected, Isaac, and you feel as the third shot is finally enough to take your consciousness into a place of dark. And you feel your legs give out. And you feel yourself hit the ground. And later, you open your eyes again. And I need to change the scene. One moment. How long you were unconscious? How long this whole thing lasted? You're not sure. All you do know, when you do wake up, is that the pain you were feeling is no longer there. And there's this high pitch, distant sound that at first you can't quite place. And you come to in a bunk room. I'll go ahead and move you there. Second floor. You should be able to see this. Let me know if you don't. Are you able to see everything?
Yep.
Okay. And then the room is right there for visuals. As what you see is, it seems like it's a room that was hollowed out and haphazard bunks were created. There are many of them. Some of them have stained sheets, some of them do not. The one you are on seems overall clean. There are bandages over where your wounds were. And Katarina is sitting nearby, attending to you. And you are able to place what that sound is. It's a buzzing. It's a buzzing that almost seems like it's coming from inside your own mind. Isaac? Welcome to Team Evil.
Team naughty.